Welcome, I'm Bev Adams. I own an independent paper crafting business showcasing products from Stampin' Up. I made this cute fun fold card. It can stand up on your desk and it still opens up, and it's really fairly quick and easy. I really love this card. I made this card with products from Stampin' Up. I sell these products and also a few items to make crafting more convenient. I do have the free detailed directions for this project on my website. Let me hold up this for you so you can hopefully see for a second, and you can always pause the video. But I'll have a link and you can print your own copy for yourself, so I won't take your time telling you all of the dimensions. I am using the Petal Park bundle. If you get these, you can get these separately, but get them together as a bundle and save yourself 10%. It does not have any greetings in this set, so I'm using Celebrating You. It's got lots of greetings for all kinds of different events. I'm using the die from the Natural Prints dies. Cane Weave 3D embossing folder, and the Sun Prints Designer Series paper that came with Natural Prints dies. I always say that you can get inspiration for colors from anything. In this case, I'm getting the color inspiration from Brushstroke Specialty Paper. Just gorgeous paper, but I don't have any right now. But you could totally use this paper for this project. I just use the colors. This fancy fold is just your regular card base that's 5.5 by 8.5, but I have scored it at 1, 2, 5 and 5 1/4. And so you're going to fold this in a mountain fold, and then a valley fold, and here. And then I also have a piece that is 8.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4, and this will go over like this for our fancy fold. I have embossed some soft succulent with the Cane Weave 3D embossing folder, and I just love that embossing folder. And so I'm going to go ahead and glue this piece on. You're going to want to put this piece on fairly early on your project. And then I have some of this wonderful navy, Night of Navy bordered ribbon. This feels like cotton, although it says nylon and polyester. So I'm going to just wrap that around. Then I'm going to tie a knot all the way over on the side. And I don't seem to be capable of tying a knot without my third hand. I'm so glad that Stampin' Up! Is selling third hands now. This comes with the embossing set, and that was in our earlier mini catalog, but it is still available. I expect it to be in the new annual catalog that comes out, but you never know. It's one of those things where you want to get it when you can. And I can go ahead and put this on now, I suppose. I'm going to want to center it on here, and I want glue or some adhesive for most of this, especially up here. So I'll put it about there. And I have found it's actually easier to visualize the center if you put it on this side, or maybe even this way, so you can kind of see exactly where you're putting it and make it even here. And then you just want to have adhesive down here. And some of that sun prints. And I'll put this on here. And so that's kind of how to do that fun fold, and you can decorate it any way you want. I have a piece of basic white, and I want to color this. So my focus is coloring with the blending brushes for this card. So you do want to have a scrap. So this is just copy paper. Probably should be bigger. And I want to color this with the soft succulent. And you can see that my brushes are kind of stained. I could work harder to get a little bit more color out, but I just kind of use similar colors. And I'm finding that if you pick up more of the ink and get it kind of between these very fine bristles, and then tap off or rub off the surface ink, then you can get more blending in here. I want to color this. But I don't necessarily want to color it solidly. And I'm going to be cutting out this wreath, and I actually like some of the white, and maybe I haven't even left enough of the white showing. And I'm going to cut these out, so I want to color the center of it a little bit too. I do want the Night of Navy ink pad though, because I'm going to stamp my flowers. When you stamp for a punch, you want to look at the back of the punch and see what direction the flowers are in. So I want it to be with the small flower away from the side and then maybe tipped just a little bit. And just so that I don't run into punching myself, punching some of these flowers, I'm going to do it on this way. I think those will be pretty. I do want 2 of them. So now I'm going to use this die and 2 of these. And I'm going to put it in my machine. So I need the number 1 plate, the number 2 plate, a cut up plate, my cardstock, and I'm going to put that wreath on there. Those 2 leaves in the middle, and then cover it up with the clear plate, and then I will run it through the machine. And those come out just very nicely. I think this looks interesting and like it could be used for something, but I haven't figured out what to use it for. And then I'm going to punch these. And I always punch from the underneath. On this one, I want to color a little bit over here with the leaves. Now I'm using the blender brush first before I do my stamping. You could stamp first, but you do want to let it dry a little bit. That way your stamping does not get brushed away and kind of disappear. So I'm going to just stamp over. And I'm stamping my greeting in Night of Navy. Again, there are so many wonderful greetings in that stamp set. It was hard to pick. I put this piece of cardstock in here to show you how to do the embossing, and then I totally forgot. So let me show that to you now. The platform, and then you want the embossing folder, the cane weave, and you put your cardstock inside. And you do kind of want to line it up. You don't want it to be sideways with this very directional pattern. And this is a 3D embossing folder, so then we need the embossing plate. It is the number 4. And you do want to run this through with the seam side going in your machine first. So then we want to put our wreath on, and I like that it's variegated like that. I'm going to add some glue. You don't want to go all the way to the edges because your wreath is going to go over the edges of this section. There are quite a few nice wide spots, so it's not hard to get glue. And I probably put glue more places than I need it. And there are 2 of these big leaves, and I want to highlight those, so I'm going to put those kind of in the opposite each other near the top. You don't want to go beyond the top of your card. Then we're going to get 3 of the flowers, 1 of each size. And I'm putting dimensionals on the large and the small one. And the small one is, you can fit the regular dimensionals in there. This flower is going flat. And to my mind, there's less going on down here, so I'm going to put that, so that's where I'm going to put my flowers. So this one's up on dimensionals, and again, this can kind of hang off the edge there. And we'll put some of these Night of Navy milky dots on. So I'm just going to pull up a large one and put it on the large flower, and then 2 of the smaller ones on these. And then again, I don't like lumpy things on the inside of my card. This card does open all the way. So we'll put this layer on the inside. I just want to show that you can actually stamp right there and have your flowers arranged if you'd like. But I'm just going to stick them flat. Before I put the flowers on, I want to put the leaves, so I want to have them kind of going up maybe there. maybe here, kind of opposite each other. And then the flowers are going to be, whoops, want the large flower there. And there it is. Pretty. I just love this fancy fold. It is a pretty easy card. Here is the web address for this project, where you'll find the free detailed directions and links for the products I used. Just click the links and you'll be taken to my online store at Stampin' Up! Click Home near the top of my page and you'll find lots of resources. Under Shop, you can find the products I offer to make crafting more convenient. How to get free products with my frequent shopper rewards, and a link to my online store at Stampin' Up! Click Inspiration to scroll all my projects back to 2011, most with detailed directions and videos. Though the products in those older projects have been retired, you may find techniques, layouts, or color combinations to inspire you today. If you're new to stamping, you might want to look at the basics. You'll find how to cut card bases and layers, what's special about Stampin' Up! Stamps, and some of my favorite tools. Under Organization, you'll find lots of free resources such as catalog tabs, labels and case inserts, color tools, and much more. You can take a tour of my craft wall. More organization means more time for stamping. You can learn about my Evernote notebook. I have a note for every current product that Stampin' Up! Has for sale right now. And you can sort them all by the type of product. You can search just for the stamps. You can search just for the designer series paper. You can search for the phrase that you want or an image that you would like to use. You can search all the products that come in a particular color. It really makes finding just exactly what you want very easy. You can create your own notebook and search through all of the things that you own to find just what you need. Come stamp with me here in Ventura County, California, or get the best deal of all and join my team of crafters. The team is called SIP Together, and it stands for Stamps, Ink, and Paper Together. The team is made of crafters who want to save money on the products they buy, share with a few friends, or start a Stampin' Up! Business like mine. Be sure to subscribe to my website and on my YouTube channel. I'd love to hear your comments. Thanks for joining me. Talk to you soon.